But so as I make the distinction around function versus dysfunction, you know, I know that I've got a kind of a lifetime and upbringing of dysfunction, and therefore I got to make the distinction of what that isn't, which is functional life, right? And that's however I can define that. So as we bring in the discussion of worth, there's a dysfunctional component of worth where I have to prove that, you know, based on codependence and everything we're talking about. And then and only then can I make the distinction of what that isn't, which is functional. And I think that's the value, Richard, of, you know, call it enlightenment. You know, that's the, I think that's the capability that enlightened people bring. And, you know, again, I don't want to, as I say, enlightened, there are different definitions and interpretations of what enlightenment is. I think enlightenment is consciousness, self-awareness, understanding who we are and why we are and all that stuff, and doing the best we can. And as you mentioned before, it's a lifetime journey. So enlightenment, I think, is kind of a process. But the net of it is that I think that's the real value that enlightenment can bring, is that you can start making distinctions around what it isn't. It's almost like the shadow. Too many people don't want to go to the shadow because it's not fun. But until you go there, you can't see what the light is. You can't make the distinction around what function is versus dysfunction. So I feel, as we're having this conversation, that I'm aware of what dysfunctionality in the context of worth is. And so therefore I can focus on the antithesis of that, what that isn't. So I can therefore be what I believe to be functional. Make sense?